everyone, and welcome to this week's update. So, I expect you've been waiting for something from me, and I fully expect that you have seen everything in the media and the Prime Minister's announcements about returning to school. Now, personally, I think that's a brilliant news. I'm really excited to get all the children back on the 8th of March, and I can't wait to see them on. It's a very strange place, school without children. They've done an absolutely amazing job, and you've done an amazing job over this period, the last 7 weeks since January, supporting your children with remote learning. But it's about time we get them back into school, and it's where they belong. You know, we can then work with them, make sure that they're where they need to be with the curriculum, and support them with their well-being. They can see their friends, they can play again. You know, it's really important that we get them back. Now, I know that some of you, and many of you, may be worried about that, may be worried about what's happening, and I'm here to reassure you that we are going to do everything we can to keep the school as safe as possible, as we already have done. We've had incredibly low numbers of infections compared with other schools in Calderdale, and we will continue to have all of those rigorous regimes and routines that we've had. So the couple of things that came out of the guidance from the government, which I'm just going to update you on. The first is, in secondary, face masks will be made mandatory in classrooms. That means everybody's got to wear them basically all of the time. Unless they're outside, we'll be wearing face masks. That's teaching staff, support staff, office staff and children. That's to make sure we're as safe as possible. The second thing that has changed is about testing. Now, the government have requested that every single child gets tested 3 times in that first week. We've sent out a consent form. We've sent out a couple of consent forms actually, and it's about you filling that in and wanting your children tested. So far, we've got about 30% of families who say that they want their child tested. It'd be much better if we could have more. The more children we can test, the more information we have. You will then get tests sent home each week, and the expectation would be that you would undertake tests at home, and you'll do 2 tests a week at home, and that's really, really important as well. And that again is about keeping everyone safe. Now, I know that some people are worried about testing, but we've got trained staff in school who support children to administer the tests to themselves. And this just helps us. And obviously, if a child then tests positive, it means we can isolate, send them home, then isolate for 10 days, and we can just manage any potential infections. So they're some of the key changes. We need to test the children who have given consent 3 times in that first week, then you'd test them once at home, and then testing them twice a week after that. All of that, obviously, is optional, and we've sent out the consent form for that. So that's a big part of it. So it's masks, it's testing, and then really it's trying to get back to the routines as quickly as possible. And at the end of this week, I'll send out the information about what returning to school looks like and what the process is. I've got a couple of meetings this week where we just need to finalise our plans. But one of the big things is making sure that children continue to engage. You may have seen us at the school on the local press and national press on the news over the last day. I'd just like to say thank you to all the families involved with doing filming for that. It's always a fantastic opportunity to show the school off and to show how brilliant it is. Just a message for Year 8 parents as well. Obviously there are options going on. Courses are filling up really, really quickly. So we must make sure that we get those option forms back for your children to get the choices they want. And for Year 11 and Year 10 parents who are taking the GCSEs, we will be sending more information out. We're still yet to get the information from the government about what that will look like. But we will be holding some sort of like virtual meetings just to discuss the options process for Year 8 and also what's happening with GCSEs in Years 10 and 11. So please be on the lookout for those invites. So that's it from me. Just as I say, we will do everything we can to keep your children safe. I cannot wait to see them. School is the best place for them. And I will speak to you again later on this week, if not at the weekend. Anyway, take care everyone. Look after yourselves. Keep safe. And I'll speak to you again soon.